Our trailer is burning with 7 cars in there. We don't know what happened. Either the brakes were stuck or the tire caught on fire somehow. We tried to put it out with the fire extinguisher. The fire was too big. We couldn't do anything.
Yeah, thank God we were able to unhook after we realized that to no avail, there's nothing we can do. We already accepted that this is going to burn down. Let's just, while we were on the phone with the cops, they told us to get away 100 feet from the fire because the tires started popping, the cars, gases of tanks started bursting, blowing. So we unhooked the truck and drove to save at least the truck and the 3 cars on the truck. Other people in this same situation, they get out of the truck and they just let everything burn. We saved the truck. Alex, I think the Jeep is good. And this is the aftermath of after the fire department has put it out. This is crazy. What's crazy to me is all the shocks burned down. All the shocks burned down, and all the cars are pretty much on their belly. And the trailer as well. It's on the ground. But from all the cars, see how the wheels are all, the shocks aren't there at all. And the aluminum on the ramps, you can see the wheels falling through. See the aluminum, there's a hole right there. Aluminum is even burning down. And the engine, see how the engine fell, and one side of the axle fell on the bottom car. It's crazy how fast the fire was spreading because of the windy conditions in El Paso, Texas. There's like a wind gust of like 20 miles per hour, and it just made it way worse for the fire. I still believe that if it wasn't because of the wind, we'd be able to put it out before the fire got, big. Because when we stopped, there was no smoke. Like when we stopped, that's when like the fire just started. So we were trying to put it out while it was small, and within 30 seconds, the whole trailer was engulfed. It is, in the video you seen a while back is when the fire department's already arrived. So after the fire marshal came and did his investigations, and we made it to all the news channels because they closed the whole freeway. So it was a big deal. It was closed for hours, so everybody was trying to find out what happened. So the news stations had to come. Well, what they concluded is they even put it on the news. A vehicle being transported by the cargo trailer caught fire due to its fuel tank. The fire marshal concluded. And here it says on the bottom, the fire spokesman said the vehicle whose fuel tank caught fire caused the incident. Units on scene containing fire and no injuries reported. So anyways, yeah, we were not injured. But the thing is, we also stopped right where the camera was. So as you can see in this video earlier, I started, the news channel or whatever. The video was from the time that the fire department arrived at the scene. But before that, when, actually exactly when we stopped and the start of the fire, it's not on the video, but I'm sure that the city has it. They have, the video of it rolling the whole time. So they probably reviewed that as well into their conclusion. And so I guess one of the cars' fuel tanks blew up, and that's what caused the accident. Kind of makes sense because, a lot of cars were from auction. So that could have been an issue. And because, the first thing that started burning was also that, that car that that caused this. It started burning over here. It didn't originate. It didn't start burning by the tires. See how the tires are over there? It looks like the fire started at this fuel tank, that exploded. And see how the fire is also on this car. That's far away from the tires. If it was caused by the tires, the fire would have been, around the tires area. It wouldn't have been this all the way over here in the front where the engine was, and under this car. And also what I'm guessing, the Mercedes car was burnt the most. I'm saying, like, it was horrible. Like, there is nothing left. It was charred completely. Even the engine fell from it. The engine fell from it. Even the aluminum railings that the car was sitting on melted. That's how hot the temperature was. So you could probably assume that that's where the start of the fire was, is that this car, because it couldn't have been the brakes. There were no downhills. We haven't even, we didn't brake until we stopped. We didn't brake at all. We only stopped after we heard a boom. So pretty much, it's not like we were braking downhill or anything like that. It's in El Paso. It's on a even road. It's in the middle of the city, and we just left the truck stop. Like, we were sleeping at the truck stop. In the morning, we checked all the tires. All the tires were pumped. Everything was good. We left on the freeway, and as soon as we got on the freeway, a couple miles later, bam, we hear a bam. We pull over, and that's what happened. So the brakes wouldn't even have enough time to heat up, or the tires either. So it's most likely the correct assumption and the correct conclusion of what happened. And plus, exactly where we stopped, it was on video footage, so they seen the exact moment our truck pulled over, and they seen the exact moment we got out of the car with the fire extinguisher, trying to put up the fire, and because we couldn't figure out, it was happening so quick. We were running back and forth trying to call the police, didn't know what to do, trying to put it out. We couldn't figure out where it originated. But they on videos probably looked through it and was able to see the first place where they seen the fire catch up. So yeah, that's what happened. So if you guys want to see how this story ends, or what's gonna end up happening with the insurance and whatnot, then subscribe. And if you guys are interested, I could make a follow-up video on this to go over kind of what ended up happening, whether or not we lost our trailer, or if we are going to get covered, or if that car, that Mercedes that possibly caused this, if their insurance would cover it. My guess is not. But if you do know more about this, or if you had a similar situation, then please comment below, because we're also interested on what could happen, whether or not this all has to fall under our insurance, or if that vehicle's insurance can cover some damages.